Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about today's video. I'm actually coming from the future when I've already finished filming this whole video, or majority of it. But today's video, I'm going to be making my boyfriend a blanket for Christmas. And I actually got a pretty good start on this ahead of time. So it's currently November 16th and the blanket is almost done at the point that I'm at right now when I'm filming this. So all I have to do is weave in the ends. Not to spoil anything, but that's the only thing I had left to do at this point. But anyways, it was a long process of making this blanket, and honestly it wouldn't have taken that long if I just had everything I needed, but you'll see when you watch the video. But it was a fun process, and I hope you have fun watching me go about making the whole thing, and I hope he enjoys it. I hope he likes it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into making the blanket. I really hope that I film a better intro for this at some point, but this is when I'm actually starting to make the blanket. It is September 15th right now, and yes, I haven't even finished making my Christmas presents from last year technically, because if you don't know, I did a whole series of making Christmas presents, but I did it kind of weird. I let my family members, I gave them all a ticket for Christmas and let them pick what they wanted after the fact. And you can actually see in the background that a little orange thing is the thread for the doilies that I have left to make. That's the only thing I have left to make is pumpkin doilies and skull doilies for my stepmom. All my other gifts I think are done. But anyways, I am in a slump from working on those, so I'm taking a break to start working on something that I know I'll actually like and won't be as frustrating as that. Anyways, I went to Walmart with my mom and she let me pick out some yarn. I probably need to pay her back for this, but we were just doing some shopping and went to the yarn aisle, and that is always could be a mistake, could not be a mistake, but we walked out with every single skein of yarn they had in this color. This is just the Walmart brand of the chunky yarn, and it's this gray color. I was gonna make this a surprise, and my mom and I were both thinking this color, but then I didn't want to go and get all of this yarn and then not be the color that he wanted. So I sent him a picture of 4 colors like this and let him pick, and of course he picked this one, the one that we were gonna pick anyways. But yeah, I'm going to start making this blanket tonight actually, and it's in September. This is only supposed to be a 7-hour blanket. Sorry, my cat is being annoying. It's only supposed to be a 7-hour blanket, but who knows how long it's gonna take me. Also, the other issue is I don't have the right size hook. I bought this pack that has 11.5 and a 15.75. I think I need a 12, so I'm debating on using the 11.5 and just trying to have looser tension. But then also, we bought every single skein, but we are still 1 skein short, I think. So then I was maybe I should use the bigger one so it's not tighter. So it's kind of a back and forth. I'm trying to figure out what is the best thing to do, but let me just pull up the pattern, and I know there's a video tutorial that goes with it too, so I might end up putting that on the TV in here actually. Anyways, my phone's about to die actually, so I'm going to probably just take from here and start this blanket. I have to see which hook I'm gonna use. This on here recommends, does that say 25 millimeter? That's a big hook. Does it actually recommend using a 25 millimeter? I don't know which one I should use. The big one or the smaller one. The smaller one's going to be harder than the bigger one, I feel like. I don't know. I could always just start it, and worst comes to worst, I have to undo it. I think I made up my mind. I think I'm going to use the giant one. I've never used one this big before. But I think I'm going to use this to start it, and then if I need to switch to the other one, I will. I feel like I have a little, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm losing my mind. I also just got a really hot shower and bath because my neck and upper back are hurting really bad. And I have this heating pad behind me that I'm going to use. So yeah, that's why my cheeks are really, really red. Anyways, I'm going to find this video on YouTube and just kind of crochet. I'm kind of hoping it gets kind of mindless so I can, I don't know, so I don't have to focus too much on it, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna do that, and I'll probably end up time-lapsing because I want to put the AC on because it's kind of hot in here. Or it's because I just took a really hot shower and my cat is laying on the remote for the AC unit. I'm gonna pull up this video and get started here. My AC unit is on, so sorry about that, but it might just be me, but I feel like this yarn is thicker than the yarn she's using in this video. I may be losing my mind here, but this might actually be way thicker.
Skip one and single crochet in the next one. Now repeat.
Everybody knows Christmas is coming.
I wonder if it'd be harder or easier to do it with a smaller hook. Like, is it hard because it's hard to get the hook through, or... All I know is that I can't see any of my stitches. So this is gonna be interesting for sure. That's 20.
I wanna know. Time to hang your stockings, baby, and have yourself a ball. People all over this big world, they're getting ready to play.
So I frogged it all. Which this yarn is not very easy to frog. It kind of gets stuck because I felt like my chain was too tight. And this is a problem I find a lot, is that my chain is always too tight. I'm going to try to make it a little bit looser, and I'm going to try again.
Kissing under mistletoe and rocking.
Okay, I think I'm stopping for the night. This is going to take so much yarn, I feel like. So I did the chain and then the second row. This is how tall it is, and the stitch looks pretty good. You cannot see the stitches at all. I just had to feel my way through them. I was just like going through and sticking my fingers through each to find like where I needed to go. And I'm on the beginning of row 3. I just pulled my string through so I don't lose my spot here. This row is a lot easier, so I'm hoping from here on out it's going to be easy because you're just going into these chain spaces, so that's going to be a lot easier. But literally this is all I have left from the first skein. I think I have 7 of them or 6 of them, I can't remember. So I don't know what the heck's going to happen because I'm like, this is not that much. It's pretty long this way, so yeah, it's definitely not long enough that way to be, I don't know, maybe it is. We'll see. So the issue with like getting more is like, I don't know if the color will be the exact same if the lot number is different, but glad I picked this hook to use because I think this is a lot chunkier than the yarn she's using, but I could be wrong. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna stop for the night and I'll work on this again at some point, but I'm gonna have to figure out the best way to attach my yarn together when I get to the end too. I think I could probably, maybe I could just tie it together. But yeah, I'm gonna be done for tonight. This is supposed to be like a 7-hour blanket, and it was the first 2 rows that took me the longest. I don't think it's gonna take long after that. But this is how much I have left in my skein.
Christmas is here to stay. Snowflakes falling gentle and bright. Candles glow in the winter night. Families' laughter fills the air. Hearts of warm love is everywhere. It's the time of the year we love. Thank the stars.
Update on my progress on the blanket. I am almost done with the second skein. I actually restarted because both my mom and I thought that it was way too long. I followed the instructions from the video, and I think my yarn is like double the thickness of what they're using, so ultimately made it way longer or way wider than theirs. But it's like as wide as my like width, like that, actually a little bit more. And it's about this long right now. Like I said, I'm almost done with the second skein. I just have this much of it left. But I'm going to tie on another skein. And I think I only have 4 skeins left. So I'm definitely going to have to get more. But yeah, this is really easy to crochet. I mean, I've gone through a decent amount so far, but I'm gonna tie on a new skein and keep crocheting for another like 15 minutes or so, and then probably stop for the day. It's September 21st, so I'm gonna have this done probably way earlier than when I'm gonna give it to him, because I think I might wait to give it to him until Christmas. I don't know, we'll see, but that's kind of what I was making it for. But if I can hold off that long is the question. But I'm gonna tie this on. The way I've been tying them together is just how they did in the video, which is to make like a tight knot like that. I think this is how I do it, so it'd be bad if I do it wrong. And then tie this one on here, maybe like so. And then I think you're supposed to pull these ones. Hang on, I always pull the wrong one. I think you pull these, the long ones. Yeah. But you have to make sure the knots are really tight. So pull these, and then they kind of go together like that. And then it's supposed to make it like an invisible knot, but since it's so fluffy, it's not completely invisible. And then you just cut off these ends to make it shorter. And then it's not really too noticeable when it is worked into it. I mean, you can see this one right here, but like most people wouldn't notice that, I don't think. I'm gonna keep working on this for a little bit longer, and then, like I said, I'm gonna call it for the day. Guess I'll time lapse me working on it a little bit. Okay, so it has been so long since I worked on this blanket. It is now November 3rd, and somebody's doing fireworks outside, so if you hear that and people yelling, I don't know what they're doing out there, but this is the length of it. We have a lot of work to do. I'm gonna start being more intentional about getting this thing done, because now I've decided I'm making Christmas gifts for other people as well. So while I'm waiting for the yarn to come in for all of those gifts, I'm going to really focus on this blanket here. But the thing is, it's been so long since I crocheted this that I don't even remember the pattern. So I was trying to find what video it even was. I think I found it now, but I'm gonna go and kind of watch it a little bit just to make sure I know what I'm doing before I start crocheting again. But it's currently 6 p.m. It was daylight savings or whatever it's called, where we gained an hour, so it feels to me like it's 7, but it's actually 6, so we have plenty of time to do some crocheting tonight. I have this much yarn in the skein. I think I need to start like making myself finish like 1 skein a day or something, I don't know, but we're gonna see. I don't know how long it even takes me to get through a skein, I can't remember, but I definitely need to get through at least this one tonight, if not another one. I do need to eat dinner at some point, but for now, this is my main priority. But yeah, I'm just kind of watching this video to figure out what I'm supposed to be even doing. I think I know, but I just have to just make sure so I don't screw it up. Let's get to crocheting. Okay, so I've been working on this blanket. I took a little break to eat dinner. I don't know if it's going exactly correctly. I finished that 1 skein and then I started another one, and I have this much left of it. But when I was doing that 1 skein, I had to like frog a bunch. I don't know if I actually had to, but something felt wrong, so I ended up frogging. I don't know if I'm doing the ends correctly. So this end looks fine. This end is questionable. I think it's getting shorter right here or something. Something's weird right here. But I think maybe my stitch is just loose. I don't know. It's this long now. You have a long way to go. It is stretchy. But yeah, have a long way to go. It's so soft. This is taking so much yarn. It's actually crazy how much yarn this is taking. Let's see how many more skeins I have, because the one time I went to Walmart I bought more. One of them is not the right color lot, so oh shoot, I should have taken that back today. I went to Walmart today and I should have returned that one skein. Okay, I'll show you all of the yarn I have so far. I've been keeping it in these drawers so that also my room is a mess, so just ignore that. I have crochet stuff everywhere. So I've been keeping them in these drawers. This is the one that's the wrong color lot, I think. It's like a lighter gray. And yeah, that one is the one that's lighter. Oh, this one might be lighter too. Oh wait, maybe not. I can't tell. Let's see here. No, this one is like extremely light. This is the one that needs returned. So we have 1 skein, 2 skeins, and then in this drawer we have more. 3 skeins, 4 skeins. Is that all we have? I might have to get more. There are 4 skeins left. I don't know how many we've used so far. I need to like go back in my footage and look, because that's the only way I feel like I would know. Because I should have been keeping track, but I haven't been. We're gonna need more than 4 skeins, I can tell you that right now. Because this is the good length of the blanket. Or even if we did like this as the length, which actually we might be able to do, it still needs to be wider. This is gonna be the most expensive blanket I've ever made. You know what would have been cheaper? To buy a giant fluffy blanket. Well, she's gonna hate it anyways, because I don't even know. I don't know, my mom was saying like it's cool because we might both be able to fit under it from how wide it is, but it's so like thick. I feel like he's gonna sweat in it, but I hope at least he appreciates the time I put into it, which I know he will, but I'm just like second guessing my decision of making this blanket. Also, I'm keeping it in this drawer. Eventually it's not gonna fit in this drawer, so I don't know if you can see that down there. It's in that drawer. Like I said, eventually it's not gonna fit in there, so I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put it so that he doesn't see it. I guess when it gets close I just need to like finish it, put it in a box or something for you to get out of there. I'm gonna have to get more of these, I think. Shoot, I should have gotten more at Walmart today. My goal is gonna be to finish 1 skein a day, so we have enough for 4 more days. And then maybe this weekend I'll go get more. Oh, I need to put the hook in the drawer. Hide all the evidence. That is all the crocheting I'm gonna do for this blanket for tonight. I took a long break from it, but we're getting back to it because we need to get this done before I get all my stuff in for my other gifts. So this is gonna be like not my main priority, but one of my main priorities until all those other yarns come in. I ordered so much yarn. I was putting myself on a yarn buying ban, and then I ordered so much yarn because I kind of last minute decided I want to do Christmas gifts, and like I actually want to get them done like for Christmas. So we gotta get to it because it's already November 3rd, and if I didn't have like a full-time job and work like all week long, then it wouldn't be like as bad, but like yeah, that makes it harder. Anyways, I'm gonna keep crocheting tonight, but not for this blanket. I'm gonna crochet some other stuff, I think, because it's 7:40 and I'm kind of tired because of the time change, but I want to still crochet some more. I need to rebraid my hair real quick, and then I'm gonna crochet for a different video that posted forever ago, because this video is not posting till way later, closer to Christmas or after Christmas probably.
Snowflakes falling gentle and bright, candles glow in the winter night, families Family's laughter fills the air. Hearts are warm, love is everywhere. It's the time of the year we love. Thank the stars and the moon above. Hug your kids, tell your friends. Christmas time is here again. It's here again. Go tell your friends. Christmas time is here again.
I cleaned out a tote. It's over here. I wiped this whole thing out. Like, wiped it out twice and dried it. Let it air dry too a little bit because I'm going to be storing my boyfriend's blanket in here because I don't think it's gonna fit in the drawer I've been keeping it in, and I feel like I'll be able to, I don't know, my brain feels like this is bigger than that drawer, just slightly at least, and it'll be easier to like close it in here rather trying to like close it in the drawer and it get like stuck or whatever. So I'll be keeping it in here now, I think. I feel like we should just try to put it in there just for reference to see how it fits, because right now it's in this drawer. This blanket is just getting rather large. I'm thinking it's gonna be too long this way maybe. Actually no, which way is gonna fit best? Yeah, it is too long that way. I think what we're gonna have to do is start folding it like halfway like this and then putting it in the box in some sort of way. And also I'm gonna have to go get more yarn. So I'm gonna need somewhere to put that yarn so that he doesn't see it. It's gonna go in the drawer. I have 2 more skeins of yarn. My goal for today is to get through 2 skeins, which I have 1 on here. So I want to get through this one, tie on 1 more and finish that, and then tie on that one. And I'm probably gonna go to the store tomorrow to get more. Hopefully they have more. The last time I went, I was trying to make sure they had the right shade of this. Like, it's the same color but the dye lot was different, so that's the one issue, is I have to make sure it matches. And they had, I was so annoyed because online it said they had like 9 in stock. I went there and I think they only had like maybe 6, I don't know, but most of them were not the right color, so I think I only ended up with 3. Oh well. But I have resorted to having to do this standing because it's so heavy that it hurts my arms if I do it like sitting and holding up the blanket. So now I have to do it this way with it laying down and me standing and just walking across it. rather than like me moving the blanket across myself. So every time I go to do this, I've had to lint roll this off to make sure there's no cat hair on the bed, if my cat likes to lay up here. But I already know there's still going to end up being a little bit of fuzz or whatever, so at the end I'll probably end up like lint rolling. Like anytime I see one, I try to take it off. I'm doing the best I can over here. And I think I'm going to throw the yarn end in this box. I think that'll be easier. And I've just been folding it up this way while I crochet so that it's not in the way. But I'm just going to work on this. I'm going to go through 2 of them. It doesn't take me very long. I think it takes me about 12 minutes to get through a skein. That's really not bad at all. So I'm going to watch this video that I have on while I just kind of go across and work on this. And I'm going to time lapse because I think I'll be filming forever if I don't. I finished 2 skeins. I decided on not tying on the next one because it just makes it a little bit harder to store it with it having a whole like ball. So we're gonna wait to attach the next one, so I still have like this much left of this one, but that's fine. I want to feel this one. Oh, this one is kind of like that too. So for some reason this last skein I just put on here felt really rough, and I was hoping it was just like that at the beginning, but the whole skein was not as soft as like my other ones. I guess I'm gonna pay attention to that too when I go there, but this one's kind of like that too. It's a little bit like rougher, like the texture's a little bit different, so I'll try to pay attention to that when I go to Walmart tomorrow. But I have 1 more left, and I want to do like a little check-in on how like long it is and such. If you don't know, I used like a pattern that called for a different yarn. Well, I don't know, they say they're the same weight, but they're not really the same weight. I don't know where to put you guys at because I need a lot more yarn than what they said because mine's like thicker, and also I think it like was way wider than what theirs was. What I would love to do is make this the width of it so that like 2 people can fit, so it's basically like the size of a comforter. This is what I would love the width to be, is this here. But if I don't want to use as much yarn, I can always flip it this way and make that width actually the length, because like me holding this up, you see how much, oh, you can't actually see how much taller it is than me, but this is touching the ground right now, so that is tall enough for him. So, and then if this is the width, then we're about this wide right now. So this is like, I don't know, twin size. We need to make it wider, but I haven't decided yet, but I'm pretty sure, like I was talking to my sister and she's like, it definitely should be longer than it is wider. So I'm thinking like this is gonna be the width no matter what, but it's so heavy. And because it's so heavy, the stitches like open up so much. But let me lay it across here maybe and see. So maybe I'll try to make it like the size of this bed maybe. Okay. Yeah, this might be good. That's a good reference actually. Let's measure this. I'm sorry the lighting is not that great, but okay, I found my tape measure. So we're gonna go across the blanket and see how wide it is. So the blanket right now is, it's like 42 and a half, almost 43. And the goal is to get it to, we'll say 60. Doing some major math here. 42 and a half. We need to get to 60. I just did 2 more skeins, so we're at 10 skeins total right now, I think. Let me go weigh the blanket, because then I can get a better idea of how many skeins there are, because they're about a ½ pound each, so it should be 5 pounds right now. If I do the math of that, let me see. So if 10 skeins make it 42 and a half, if we have 10 right now, we have another one, that'd be 11. We just need 3 more skeins, I think. That's actually not too bad. Hopefully when I go there tomorrow, they have at least 3. I just keep going every time they restock. Let me weigh this blanket real quick. I feel like I need to go back and look at my footage to figure out how many skeins are in here, because I feel like one day I forgot to count. So we might actually be at 11 skeins. I'm thinking we're at 11 skeins because This is my reasoning. I just weighed myself with and without the blanket. The blanket weighs 5.5 pounds, exactly based on that right now. So I'm thinking it's actually 11 skeins that we have done, which, okay, let me redo my math. Hang on, my brain hurts. So we would need 4.5 more skeins, but we have 1, so 3.5. So we need 4. I'm starting my shopping list for Walmart. So we need 4 skeins. Also need to look for a yarn for a different Christmas gift because I accidentally only ordered 1. So let me put that on here too. That is all the crocheting for this blanket I'm going to do today, but let's see if it fits in this container like I was hoping. I'm going to maybe angle this downwards, like there. Can you see that? We're going to try to get this to fit in here. Yeah, let's see. I did kind of fold it pretty good here, but let me do a little bit better of a job. I think it's going to fit. Oh, does it? Maybe not. Okay, whatever. And then we're going to kind of like accordion it. Yeah, that works. It's not perfect, but it's a blanket so it can squish. Okay, yeah, that's gonna work fine. We're gonna have plenty of room. It fits better than in the drawer. Because if I do as much more as I need to add, I think it'll probably like fill all the way to the top. And again, it's a blanket so it can squish if we have to. We'll close this up and then you won't know what's in here. The plan is that tomorrow I go get 4 skeins of yarn. The odds of them having enough is slim, so I'll at least get what I can. And then tomorrow I'll either do 1 or 2 or all of them, who knows. If I get them all, I might end up just finishing the whole blanket and having it done. And it's currently November 9th, so we are definitely ahead of schedule. And then I can kind of go put this somewhere and then try to brainstorm how I'm gonna wrap it. I don't want to just wrap it on its own. I want to put it in something and then wrap it, I think. I don't know. I hope he doesn't hate it. I'm getting like insecure about it, but I think it's gonna be okay. Anyways, I'll check in the next time I crochet. I should be checking in tomorrow because I should be getting more yarn tomorrow and getting more done. Okay, see ya. I just ordered all 4 of these from Walmart, so I think tonight might be the night to finish up this blanket. Every time I would go to my Walmart, I'd end up taking like all their yarns, and I didn't think it was gonna get restocked, so I just ended up ordering it, which they all look like the same dye lot, so that's good. Baby, get out of my bag. Get out. She's so annoying. She's wreaking havoc on my life. Okay, I'm gonna lint roll off the bed. And we have these 4 and then a 5th one right here. These are all gonna get added to the blanket. So that's the plan. Let me set you guys over here. And then I'm gonna put these all in the drawer so the cat doesn't get them for now. And we're just gonna get to it. It takes me about 12 minutes per skein. We'll say like 12 to 15 minutes. So I'm thinking like an hour and a half this will be done. It's 7:09 right now, and by the time I like get this lint rolled and the blanket laid out, hopefully I can have this done by I don't know, between 8:30 and 9 is my goal. And I'm gonna watch some YouTube while I'm working on this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so happy if I get this done tonight, because this is like a big one of my Christmas gifts that needs done. So let's go.
Everybody knows Christmas is coming. Thank one and all. Time to hang your stockings, baby, and have yourself a ball. People all over this big world, they're getting ready to play. Kissing under the mistletoe and rocking the night away. So let's dance, baby. Let's swing the night away.
I'm on my last skein. I think it's gonna be long enough. Let's do a little check, a little blanket check. Okay. So it's not gonna be quite as big as the top of this, but actually it's pretty close. It's pretty close. We got 1 more skein to put on. This is awesome. It looks so good. I like it. Okay, 1 more skein. 1 more skein. This is so exciting. I was getting so good at tying these on, and then the last one I just did was a total fail. And it just kept breaking the yarn. over and over again. So I'm gonna try to get this on the first try. Like the first time I did it, it just like fell apart, the knot did. And then the second time I did it too tight. The only thing is like the knot is pretty big. But I'm hoping since the blanket's so chunky, you don't notice as many. I'm going to finish up this last round. This is actually a really easy like stitching pattern to do. So honestly, probably could be like a one-day project if you have all the if you have all the yarn. The issue is I only bought a little yarn at a time because I wasn't sure how much I was gonna need and I didn't want to buy too much, so it turned into a much longer project. But like if you add up all the time all together, it wasn't too bad. I mean, at the beginning I had to keep like taking it apart and restarting because I kept messing up, but that was when I was still trying to figure out the pattern and everything. Okay, I'm gonna time lapse me finishing up this last skein, and I'm gonna have to like hopefully map it right because I obviously can't end in the middle. I gotta end at the end of a row, so hopefully I kind of get a sense of when it's gonna run out. If not, I'll just have to take out a whole row or like a partial row to get it back to the start of the row. But yeah, I will say that this, since it's so heavy, like it's kind of tiring for your arms and your hands, because you really have to pull it too because it gets like stuck. But the best way for me that I found is like standing up like I am now, and I've been like folding it up to try to work on it. That's what is working best for me. So I'm going to continue on until this skein is all the way gone, and then it'll be done. I'm probably going to wait for another day to like do the full like reveal and everything.
In the winter night, family's laughter fills the air.
I finished the blanket. It's all done except for I have to like, you know, finish the ends and weave it in. But I'm gonna show you because I'm excited. Let's see. How can I even show this? So this is actually, I should measure it. This thing is huge. Oh my gosh. It's so big. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. This is nice. I need to go weigh this to see how heavy it is. I just weighed the blanket. The verdict is in. It is 8 pounds. It's an 8-pound blanket. I thought there was 15 skeins, but I think there's actually 16 because they're each like a half pound. That is crazy. 8 pounds. Okay, I'm gonna weave in the ends later, not right now. I need to figure out how to get this back in that box. So I need to like fold it up. This thing is crazy. This has to fit in this box. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's in the box. Let's get the box closed. This is dramatic, but there we go. I'm tired now. Phoebe's so excited to be able to lay on the bed. What? What? What, Phoebe? I'm tired. Okay, I'm gonna check back in once it's all weaved in, and probably like when I'm, I don't know, a different time, not right now because it's late, and yeah, I'm just not gonna do that right now. I feel like my face still looks wind burnt from being outside. I was shoveling during this nice little snowstorm we're having, but I am going to finish up weaving in the end of this blanket, and then we're gonna try to get it into this box. And this box has Christmas gifts in it, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna have to take these out of it, and we're gonna try to get the blanket to fit in here. That's the plan. I just weaved in the ends. I was gonna lint brush it one more time, but I think it's inevitable that it's gonna have a little bit of cat hair on it. So sorry. But we can lint brush it again once it's out. It kind of smells like the tote that it was in. So my plan is to lay it out and then try to get it the size of this box, maybe. I feel like I just need to put it in the box. It's getting in this box one way or another. It fits perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. So I have that for him. I have a minute left to film here. I'm gonna need to get a t-shirt box or something. I think we might have something I can wrap it in because I got him this just necky crew neck. I'm glad we got it done. My cat's giving herself a bath behind me. So that is all for today's video of me making this blanket for my boyfriend. It's still November, so I haven't given it to him yet, but I'm thinking he's gonna like it, hopefully. If not, then I don't know, I guess I'll keep it. Just kidding. No, he'll like it. But this blanket honestly wasn't that bad to make. So if you're looking for an easy blanket pattern, I'll leave it down below. It's supposed to be like something you can do within a day. The yarn I used ended up needing more yarn than what they said. But in the end, it's probably like the same length because mine was like a thicker yarn. But yeah, it was really easy to make. I could have made it in one day easily if I had all the yarn. I just kept having to go buy more yarn, and then I was running into the issue that some of the yarn wasn't matching up, like the dye lot was different, I think, so that made it difficult. I kept buying out all the yarn at my Walmart to get the blanket done, and I honestly ended up spending more on this than I thought. Like sometimes you like go to make someone a gift and you would think that it would be like cheaper than buying them something, but I will tell you right now, if I just bought a blanket, it would have been a lot cheaper. But this blanket is really nice and really heavy and warm, so it's worth it for sure. Anyways, if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Fifi would like you to also give the video a thumbs up, and comment down below if you've ever made a crochet blanket and how long it took you. This is my second crochet blanket. My first one was for my little brother and it was out of acrylic yarn, and that one took me a very long time. So this one definitely was faster, and I love both of the blankets equally, I will say, because they're, I don't know, they're in different categories. Like the acrylic blanket is really nice too, but this one's like a whole different category. I am a little bit worried to see how it holds up, like if, like with washing it and such. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll come to that when, we'll deal with that when the time comes, I guess. But if you do decide to stick around and subscribe, then I will see you in my next video. Bye!